What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now Plus. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about those Bioshock PlayStation rumors. So, I'm beating myself up about it. I saw this rumor actually yesterday before anybody wrote articles about this. I found it actually over on Reddit for those brave souls that found over there, and I was like, wow, this is big. I can't wait to make a video tomorrow. And then here we are, fast forward to today, and articles are being written about it. So I was like, dang it, I missed the jump. I missed the opportunity to be first. But no, honestly, and really the leak or rumor we're talking about here is not very long whatsoever. It's pretty darn simple. It comes from the Xbox Era podcast, and he states that he's not aware of it's going to be whether it will be a full exclusive or a timed exclusive, but he does believe that the next Bioshock game, Bioshock 4, will be a PlayStation exclusive of some kind, or that Sony is actively looking at making it that. Okay, now I think that's enormous. I think that's going to make a lot of people mad. But here's where I stand on it. I think it's in terms of like a business move, right? Definitely a smart business move for Sony. Whenever any of these exclusives happen, I think no matter which side you fall on in the console wars, right, which I don't participate in, I don't even like them, but whichever side you fall on, I think you can always hopefully agree that they're smart business decisions. Having Bioshock, having certain Bethesda games or all Bethesda games, having Insomniac, whatever example you want to, Final Fantasy or Outriders or whatever you want to say, they're always, I would say, relatively smart business decisions for the company to do. Here's what I don't like, and I know that it comes down to, I guess, me saying it on a PlayStation video, but Microsoft is doing a lot of things, okay? I fully understand Sony doing things to combat them. One thing I have a side problem with is when people say, oh, it's only fair that Microsoft is buying all these studios or is making all these games exclusive because Sony is doing it. But when you look at number one, I hate that argument in the first place because who really started it? Like, when did it become, oh, we need to do this out of being fair? So did Microsoft do it 20 years ago and then Sony combated it and then Sony was now the bad, but like, was Microsoft ever the bad guy? So that's one thing I just absolutely despise. And secondly, is it fair that Sony's got like 13 studios or 12 and Microsoft has like 21? Those numbers aren't the same, so it doesn't really seem fair anymore. And then when Microsoft gets an exclusive, you say, well, Sony's got Spider-Man. Will does Microsoft get 20 games to equal out one? So I hate the fairness thing in that way. The longer I've been on YouTube, the more I've adopted the quote-unquote fair method where it's like, okay, if one gets an exclusive, I guess it's fair, like 1-to-1. But if it's like 20-to-1, then that's a side thing that I'm starting to get annoyed of whenever people say, well, Sony has this game. Well, so Microsoft gets 5 studios. They get 5. Let me make this clear. I have no problem with Microsoft doing it. See, that's what differentiates me, I think, from other people. Like, would that make people mad? I'm sure it does. I know it does. But am I mad? No. But if you want to talk about fair, it's not fair. It's absolutely not fair. Do I mind it? No. Microsoft can have 30 studios. I don't care. Sony could have 15. They could have 100. I don't care. Does it have to be fair in the first place, by the way? They're businesses. They can do whatever they want. So that's one thing. But a second thing that I actually is becoming more and more apparent that I'm noticing is in this world, there are a lot of monopolies. I feel like gaming already kind of was it when you have Sony, you only have a couple publishers or a couple companies behind the consoles that you're literally playing your video games on. And then obviously all the other games, you can be an independent publisher, but most times you're part of, you're a developer under a publisher. Okay, so there are in a way monopolies that go on. I don't really, and again, this is whether you're a Microsoft fanboy, you want to call yourself that, or a Sony, or whether you're just a fan of gaming. In my opinion, I don't exactly love that it seems like we're heading toward, very quickly, we're heading towards a world where everything, in a way, is exclusive. I have no problem with Microsoft having 100 studios. I have no problem with Sony having 100 studios. I don't have inherently a problem with them doing timed exclusives, or again, I brought up Outriders. Outriders was free for Game Pass, okay, and it wasn't free for, so that was an exclusivity of a different kind of exclusivity, okay. I don't, those things are, again, they're smart business decisions, but what you're having here is a lot of, okay, look, you're going to have a lot of these Bethesda games that are only available on Microsoft, or Microsoft platforms, which is PC too, right? That's a lot. That's a lot of Bethesda's a big company. That's a lot of games. Sony they're doing it kind of differently, where they're kind of trying to spread out, right? Let's basically just own everything Square Enix makes, right? Let's maybe do Metal Gear if that's what Bluepoint's doing. But, Square Enix, Final Fantasy, all of those pretty much at this point are exclusives, right? Bioshock, let's just make it exclusive. So, I know I'm sorry. You guys maybe came to this video for Bioshock. Would it be big to have the next Bioshock game be only on PlayStation? Oh, absolutely. It would be enormous. I mean, Bioshock, it's gotten a little bit away from where it was, okay? I personally love Infinite. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea. I know it's not everybody's favorite. One I think is most people's, favorite Bioshock game. It's been a long time since we've had, that one. So if you want to say, well, maybe it hasn't been the same, and obviously Ken Levine is not attached, right? So this is a brand new thing. We don't know how this Bioshock game is going to go, but it is a big thing. Having a Bioshock game on PlayStation only is a huge thing. So if you're coming here for that discussion, there you go. It's huge. I think it's not like a game changer, but but that's the thing, right? It further helps Sony because it further pushes this narrative or this ecosystem basically that I'm talking about, right? It's just another domino where it's like, okay, well, Sony has Final Fantasy, they're all exclusives at this point. Bioshock, exclusive. Then Microsoft, but there's Microsoft just buying up companies, right, nonstop. Or again, they'll make games free on Game Pass that aren't free other places, right, that you have to pay on PlayStation, or if it comes out even on Switch, or obviously on PC, maybe it's only free on the Xbox console. So they're doing it a little bit differently, but they're both really trying to spread out and grab as many companies as many now again, they have to do, Microsoft can just buy companies because they have that much money. Sony needs to be a little bit smarter. They go after specific games. They pick and choose what they want basically to. Remember, they were going to go after Starfield, or they were going after Starfield. They went after Deathloop and Ghostwire Tokyo. They didn't buy Bethesda, but they went after specific games from Bethesda. You know what I mean? So that's the strategy. And again, they're good strategies. I have nothing against them. Again, the fairness thing kind of aside, because that's a whole separate thing. But we're just entering a world where everything seemingly is going to be exclusive to one thing, and maybe not even just PlayStation, Microsoft, maybe Epic, maybe Nintendo is there. They don't really do much in this kind of they don't really mess around with this kind of stuff. They kind of mind their own business, right? But it's interesting. That's kind of when I see stuff like this, the first thing I think of is, oh wow, cool for PlayStation, cool for cool for their business. It's gonna be a big thing. Oh, and I've said that for Microsoft. Every time Microsoft does it, I say the exact same thing. Cool, smart business move. It's gonna help them. All that stuff. However, the independence of these studios is really leaving, and we've seen it over the last, I'd say, 2, 3, 4 years, and it's exponentially going faster. Where who knows, 5 years from now, is there anybody that's not owned by Sony, Microsoft, EA, Square Enix, Ubisoft, these are the only ones. You know what I mean? Now you have other ones like Embracer Group, who owns 70 studios or something crazy, and they're gonna buy another 100 or something. You have other ones, but they're few and far in between. Okay, so that's a side thing. It's more of a gaming atmosphere thing. But Bioshock, PlayStation exclusive, seemingly. Let me know, guys, in the comments below. What do you think? Do you think it's true? Do you think it's gonna happen? Do you agree with me on the basically everybody kind of get gobbled up? Let me know. As always, make sure you guys are subscribed to this channel. Hit the bell icon so you guys know when all these videos go up. I do a brand new video every single day on this channel, and so I hope to see you guys for tomorrow's video.